Welcome aboard Friday's market wrap up here, Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. And wow, what a round trip this week. Monday started with the president ringing the opening bells, plural, from the Oval Office. First time that ever happened in history. Announcing the Trump accounts, with the Dell standing behind him, who've donated over $6 billion into the Trump accounts, along with the president of SpaceX, Gwen Shotwell. I guess if you're the president of SpaceX, your last name has to be something cool like that. Folks, these bullish on America accounts, these Trump accounts, man, they're forced buying of the S&P 500. When something is being forced bought and a lot of people are doing it, it goes up. So as you get, let's just dig in here. Look at there's Monday, and then what happened? Ceasefire's over with. The people are scumbags. Trump was over in Turkey, I guess is how they want us to pronounce it. Learned that watching the World Cup games. He said they're scumbags, they're jerks, they're losers, they're liars. And one of the reporters asked him, well, what made you realize that? He's like, I got to know him. So right here, we had 2 days of war, then it stopped, and now, whatever, we're talking again. So great week of trading here at Top Gun Options. I blasted out my most recent bullish on America report, talking about the Trump accounts, the forced buying, and my forecast. Let me zoom in here for the S&P 500 out to Dece of 2031. Why did I pick that date? That's as far in time as I can go with the S&P 500 options. And I think my Super Bowl case, we're over 22 grand on the S&P 500 in 5 years. I'm not going to give you waste a lot of time right here. You can read it on your own because I'm going to give you a copy of this report. That's barring a lot of potential bad. I map out what the potential bad is. But if that potential bad is negated, we're going to move up and to the right. Man, my bullish case is 16 grand. Essentially, what are we at right now? 75, 65? Essentially doubling in the next 5 years on the S&P 500. There's my base case, just a measly 10% per year, and then my bearish case is about 8,800, and that's a measly 3% per year in growth. If you want to read, how many pages is that? That is a 14-page proprietary report, folks. When I was a managing director of strategy for the largest volatility arbitrage firm headquartered in the Board of Trade, that's a $5,000 to $10,000 piece of intel I'm going to give you for free. You can download it right there, man. It's called Bullish on America. All you need to do is head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Not only will you get that Bullish on America report showing you my Bullish on America trades, you're going to opt in to join me next Tuesday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 2 free live trade briefs. Wiz, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Well, guess what? Make sure you opt in, and I'll send you the replay. You can watch when the kids go to bed, during your lunch break, whenever. And then 8 o'clock Wednesday night, I'm going to knock out a sample options weapon school training session. So go get your Bullish on America report and join me next week. The flight schedule is right there and what we're going to cover next week. Oh, and by the way, 83.5% return last quarter. Absolutely destroying the so-called smart money, hedge funds, the indices, you name it. We're having a blast trading this market, folks. Now, quick strategic brief. Ukrainian drones are reaching into Serbia. They're not only hitting Moscow, St. Petersburg. I mean, the capital of the former Soviet Union is now under attack. They're reaching into Serbia, where there's a lot of energy assets. Whew, what are we on? Year 5? 4? We're going on year 5. Year 5 of war in Eastern Europe, man. It is a meat grinder. Why am I rambling about this? Because this is a potential threat. The president at the NATO summit earlier in the week says, what? We're going to give Ukraine a license to make their own Patriots. Well, that's great, and some own, long-range missiles and stuff. Good on Ukraine for being able to defend themselves and from an invader and all that type of stuff. But backing Putin into a corner, the dude's nuts. Man, God forbid we wake up one day and Kyiv is just like completely gone. I mean, the guy's already a pariah. What's he care? So I pray to God it doesn't get worse, but that could be a threat to our Bullish on America trades. This is awful. paragraph 5 in the memorandum of understanding more or less said, where is it? Where's the exact quote? It's stupid. Like, Iran will use their best efforts to open the strait type of thing. And the Iranians read that as what? We own it. It's our strait, so we'll make our best efforts. And the U.S. read that like, oh, you're supposed to clear the mines or let us know where the mines are so all the boats can get through. What do these people know? Who came up with this sentence? Like, it's the dumbest thing. Where is it? Whatever it said, it's like, I read it, I'm like, that's like written in the dumbest language possible. Iran does not own the Strait of Hormuz. It is an international waterway. And by the way, Oman, if you keep playing footsie with Iran, you're next. I mean, this is, man, this is stupid. I get the president probably knows the Iranian, quote, people better than me now since he's dealing with them, but I don't think he does. I'm not an idiot. I've known for 47 years that they're liars and they cheat, they steal, they murder, and they're going to say whatever they have to stop getting bombed. I don't think the president knows them any better than I do, man, or the average American. Finish the job, Mr. President. I was on Fox News earlier in the week, like, what are we doing? Finish it. And I hate talking like that, man. I hate death. I hate destruction. I'm Rodney King. Okay, we all just get along here. It sucks that it has to come to this, but I'd rather do this than having a radical Islamic regime have a nuke and taking out New York City. You think 9/11 was bad? They used airliners, folks, as essentially small nuclear weapons. What do you think they're going to do when they get a nuclear weapon? Come on, man. This ain't rocket surgery. Use your brain. So we're back in it. I mean, Iran is firing at Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan. I mean, this is just... it's just an absolute clown car, man. But, before I jumped on the most recent report I saw was kind of, tensions are, simmering and okay, let's all keep talking. Trump said they can keep talking, but the ceasefire is over with. That's kind of where we are. So who knows, man? The guy changes his mind all the time. Polymarket seeks approval to bring margin trading to U.S. customers. Oh, man. Whew. I mean, it's legal gambling, man. This is, I am old enough to remember. I grew up, Vegas was it. I grew up outside of Atlantic City, and then casinos, early 80s, man, or whenever it was, voted for casino gambling in Atlantic City. And then here we go, gambling everywhere from your phone. It's awful. It's an addiction. It can wipe people out, but here we are, man. We're not only can you gamble, but now you're going to be able to do it on margin. I guess it's better than doing it through the, the heads of the 5 families up in New York or Jersey or Philly. These guys won't break your legs. Maybe. AI price war breaks out. Meta unveils paid AI model for the first time. Will be among the most affordable options. Oh boy. I think this is great news. Not good news for the AI stocks, but it's great news for me. Rebuilding websites and doing all sorts of cool stuff with Claude. And I have... ChatGPT and Claude, man. I bounce them off of each other. And this is like the airlines, folks. This will be a race to the bottom as far as pricing. That's not bullish. When I say race to the bottom as far as pricing, that's usually a bad thing for the stock price. We're going to cover that Monday morning in our solo AI brief at 10 a.m. I mean, this is... math matters, right? Math matters, and it's starting to matter in these AI names, and it could get ugly quick. Speaking of getting ugly quick, I blasted out a VIX combat checklist on Monday to my members. Took a look at the VIX for the past 2018 to present. I wanted to get the COVID crash and then the tariff crash. Look at the green. What do you do when the VIX just has a rip your face off? Oh my God, we're all going to die. You buy. What if it's, in the mid-20s to mid-30s? Starts scaling in. What if it's in the, 15 to 25? Hold. And if it's below its, I call it resting heart rate of 15, hedge. Hedge with both hands, folks. It is. And because look this is a heart rate monitor, folks. The VIX isn't a stock. It doesn't move up and to the right like, the S&P 500. It freaks the hell out. And then once the freak out is gone, it comes back to its mean, right? Freak out. Okay, no, we're not. Yeah, another freak out. Okay, it's gone. So folks, use this. I sent this out to my Tactical Trade Alert members. It's right down here. How we fight in each zone. Premium is cheap. This is our cruise altitude, scale in, attack, buy with both hands. You would have gotten access to this report if you're in our tactical trade alert service. There's only 97 bucks or $9.70 a year, and you get options weapon school. You get Gucci pieces of equipment like that. You get our bullish on America trade. But at least right now, I'm going to show you a sample of the type of stuff you get in the tactical trade alert service if you head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. You'll get access to the bullish on America trade after you opt in on this page right here. Now, if you want to get access to our VIX tactical trade alert, just on our homepage, topgunoptions.com, go to tactical trade alerts. Like I said, 97 bucks a month. That's a crap. I don't drink anymore, thank you God, and psychedelic assisted therapy. That's a crappy bottle of wine. Or for a really good bottle of wine, $9.70 annual membership. And I'm going to throw in Options Weapon School if you do an annual membership. Guess what? Options Weapon School itself is, drumroll please, $497. Sessions 8 and 9 of Options Weapon School, I show you how I shoot my proprietary sniper shots, where my current members are printing money. After they learn how to shoot snipers, look at Brent this morning. Hit my $1,500 exit in 4 minutes. So folks, trading the S&P 500, I can teach you how to do this, I call it dogfighting the S&P 500. Let's look at SPX. These are gifts, man. I love these swings. The S&P, I'm not going to give you all of it right now, but look at this. The S&P moves in what? These horizontal lines are what I dropped in here. SPX moves in $25 increments, folks. They're magnets, right? Pulled up to one, almost up to another, back down to it. You see this chop right here? Almost down to that one, back up to that one, and then looks like we were making a run to 75. But folks, I can teach you all this stuff. You get that in Options Weapon School, and you get Options Weapon School as part of the Tactical Trade Alert service if you do the annual membership. Or you can go grab Options Weapon School standalone right now. This is industry-leading options training right here. I don't even start with what a call or a put is until session 2. We take a building block approach. Session 1, this is the market. These are stocks, these are options. Here's my trade plan, all sorts of stuff like that. And then a building block approach. And again, it's only $497. Nice dinner with you and your friends there. Or you can just compare all of our squadrons right here. Tactical Trade Alerts, Solo AI, Full Throttle, Options Weapon School, and Lifetime. Lifetime is currently closed right now, unless you want to pay the full lifetime fee, which is currently $20,000. You can just shoot me an email, wiz@topgunoptions.com, WHIZ. All right, man, a lot of good stuff going on. We had a great week of trading. If you want access to that VIX checklist and how to trade the VIX, our combat VIX trading plan, go join Tactical Trade Alert Service. If you want to come kick the tires next week with me for 3 trading sessions, I don't kill you by death by PowerPoint slides. I'm one of the only guys in the industry that opens up during normal flight operations, and you can come take a tour of the squadron and see what all of our other members are trading as well. Okay, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Have a great rest of your day. Fights on. Namaste and whiz out.